I am on here tonight to celebrate a couple of milestones. And if you're watching in the queue, this is exciting news. It's about alcoholism and becoming sober from alcohol. It's been a really long journey, and as some of you may know from watching my videos, I am going live with this one. As you know, I don't normally go live throughout the week. Very sporadically, I do it. So I hope there's plenty of you in the queue watching. And if I get a little emotional, please forgive me. This is a huge milestone for me, myself, and my family. The first AA meeting I attended after coming here to the alcohol recovery unit in the local VA where I'm at. So I'm losing my words, I'm sorry, but I went to my first AA meeting, and the first AA meeting I went to wasn't exactly the 24-hour mark, but it was more like the 1 week mark. And I didn't feel like I deserved to get that 1 week mark because that was at the time my first AA meeting. So when they said anybody sober for 24 hours, and they proudly took my hand in the air and said, yeah, me right here. And you're looking for Illuminati. Well, that's nice. So if you're watching there, when he said anybody here for their first week of sobriety, or I'm sorry, for your first 24 hours, and I did, and they gave me this coin. It says on it, I don't know if you can see that. Hey, Cameron, how you doing? I'm just sharing. This coin is the 24-hour coin of being alcohol-free. I'm still an alcoholic, but this was the coin commemorating my first 24 hours. And so that was a milestone. And so I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm sorry. You're welcome to stay if you'd like, Hassan's family, but I'm not talking politics. I very rarely talk politics. So again, not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna talk politics. Faith, how you doing? I see you there. Hi. I'm talking about my sobriety here, and I had a big milestone tonight. I just showed the 24-hour coin, and there's the 24-hour coin that they gave me. Tonight I went to my second AA meeting because I'm here in the Alcohol Recovery Center. I've not been able to get to all of the AA. I've not been able to get to a ton of AA meetings, but I went to my second AA meeting tonight. I did not serve with Delta Force, and so, you know what? I talk to God, and I talk to God on a daily basis. You're welcome to you stay if you like, but I don't talk religion and I don't talk politics. So if I'm boring you, please step away. You're welcome to stay if you like. I'm talking about sobriety and alcoholism. And tonight I got my 1 month free from alcohol. This coin was given to me tonight. Sorry if it's blurry. I thank you, Cameron. Thank you very much. Michelle, your dad is one tough cookie, I can tell you that. Thank you, Cameron. It's been a long road, and I'm cherishing this. It's just a coin. It's not the coin, it's what the coin symbolizes. The coin symbolizes hard work, determination. The coin is for 1 month of being dry from the drink. Sober. I'm now sober 1 month. It's not about the coin, it's just about what the coin represents. And it represents 1 month free from alcohol. And I can tell you that I'm a better person because of it. I don't wake up depending on alcohol anymore. I barely think about alcohol. And, we have all these, and thank you, Neil. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Wow, Michelle. Thank you for sharing your story, and I'll say a prayer for your father tonight. I feel like a new person now that I've been free from alcohol, and I'll tell you what, it's made my motor functions. It's made my motor functions better. It's made my thought more clear. It's made my stamina lots better. And along with that, I've also changed my eating habits. To Neil, yes, I do make a ton of shorts. On my channel, I have over 200 shorts. So please go check them out. Give me feedback on some of them. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. I'm open to all suggestions. Oh, I'm so sorry, Michelle. I will say a prayer for your father. I'm actually going to write that down right now, so that I don't forget when I say my prayers tonight. And that is a tough road. My former mother-in-law. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. They teach us in the military to drink. Well, I'm being facetious, of course, but they don't steer us away from drinking. They just warn us. Yes, I make YouTube shorts. That's what a bunch of my channel is. It's mostly YouTube shorts. I have over 200 shorts. And Michelle, I'll say a prayer for your dad tonight. My former mother-in-law, had Crohn's. I'll say a prayer for your dad tonight, Michelle. I'm so sorry, Michelle. That's terrible news. You're gonna drink. Thanks for the laugh, Danielle. You're gonna drink some tobacco juice. Oh no. Well, have fun with that. I'm free from tobacco as well. I quit smoking 2 years ago. Actually, a little over 2 years ago, almost 2.5. And I tell you what, being tobacco free and being alcohol free is, hey, the bog water works too, whatever. Being alcohol free is life changing. It sounds cliche to be free from alcohol, but yes, Big Moose, I see you there. I hear you. Being sober, it's going to make a better life for me and my family, and it's going to make my work habits better. It's going to make my daily routine way better. I appreciate, first and foremost, I want to say I appreciate all the love and support that you guys give on my channel. It's absolutely amazing, and you guys don't realize what that is true, Big Moose. I won't, because it's been very detrimental to me. But if you're one of those people out there that are able to drink in moderation, more power to you, and God bless you all. I have just come too far in my life. My birthday's on March 30th, Cameron. Thank you for asking. I'll be 50 years old. 50 this coming March 30th. The big 50. I am a United States Marine, former, of course. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Well, hey, Big Moose, it's okay, right? If you can't live without the drink, just make sure you have a good supporting cast around you that doesn't let you spiral out of control. And if you have that self-worth to respect yourself enough to only keep it in moderation and not get out of hand with it, great. Now, I'm not preaching to anybody that has a problem with alcohol. I appreciate that, Big Moose. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, if you're one that can drink in moderation, great. Well, from what, hey, Joe Mack, I see your comment there. Thank you for, sharing that with me and to this audience. Well, Neil, if you want me to make you a video, what do you need me to shout at you for? I mean, I know a lot of cadence. I can get pretty loud. Uh, Thank you, Big Moose. I appreciate that. If you're in the queue and you're watching right now, please help us both out by subscribing. It really does my channel and your channel a ton of good, and because it gets us, the algorithm puts our stuff out further and gets to, thank you for the hearts. It shows other people that, what we're into and what kind of videos we like. So it really does help us both, truly. So if you don't mind, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you, Big Moose. And thank you to all that do subscribe. It has been a long, long road. This journey started back when I was in the military, right? Because they don't deter us from drinking. They don't promote it. Yoretta, hi, I see you there. Welcome. Yonkers. Do we have anybody freaking Yonkers in here? I believe that's Yonkers, New Jersey. Or is that New York? I think that's New Jersey. I'm a Vermont. I should know this, Big Moose. I'm a Vermont boy. Yonkers, I think, is New Jersey. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will anyway. New York. Yes, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, my journey with alcoholism started many, many moons ago. And I know the military doesn't promote alcohol, but they give you, well, nowadays it might have changed. It's been a long time since I was on active duty, so I can't speak to how things are now, but 25 years ago, 30 years ago, it was a different military. They didn't say you couldn't drink. They didn't deter you from drinking. And so I kept it to moderation when I was in the Marine Corps. And then I got off of active duty service, and I chose to go back in the military. But at the time, I ran into a recruiter that was really having a bad day, apparently, because he made me feel like I was wasting his time. And I couldn't believe it. I walked away from there really, really jaded, and I didn't know what to do. So a couple days later, I went into the local recruiting office, and I said, well, let's go see what the Army has to say. And I walked into the Army recruiting office door, and yeah, different scene, right? I see a Big Moose. I walked in that Army recruiting office, and they about laid out the red carpet. And I'm not saying because I am a former Marine. They welcomed me with open arms. I couldn't sign on the dotted line quick enough, and I went off, and I did a deployment, and had some amazing training. And really, a lot of people asked me, which service was better? Was it the Marines better? Was the Army better? Well, I'm telling you right now, I solely picked the Marine Corps because it was my first true love, right? I was indoctrinated into the military by the United States Marine Corps. I did Parris Island. I went to Parris Island for boot camp. And so it's really, honestly, it's like splitting hairs. It really is like splitting hairs. I'm going to stick with the Marine. I'm going to choose the Marine Corps only because it was my first experience. Oh, you're welcome, Big Moose. And the Army, their training was really, honestly, it was just as good. And if not, in some areas, it might have been a little bit, a smidge better. Proud to have served my country. And, in the Army, unfortunately, is where my alcoholism spiraled out of control. And I'm reminded every day of the things that are important. Fast forward to now, I got hurt. I appreciate that, Yoretta. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you so much. And you know, my alcohol, no, not because of the army, but just in general, my alcoholism spiraled out of control. Used to keep it on the weekends, and then I said, once or twice during the week, and then it became, by the time I was getting out of the army, because I'd been hurt in service and I was deployed, uh, I deal with, tremors, PTSD, nightmares, all of it. Thank you for the hearts. And so I thought the best way to medicate was self-medicate with alcohol. Boy, was that. Thank you, Big Moose. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for checking in. Seriously, appreciate you. Take care and have a good night, Big Moose. And then, we fast forward to present day. I was at work one day and I was, anxiety can masticize as chest pain, and anxiety causes chest pain. And it was so bad one night. Really, really do appreciate that. Please, if you don't mind sharing with your friends, obviously, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. But if you could share my story with your friends or share my channel with your friends, tell as many people as you can about me, because now what God has put on my heart is to tell my story. Maybe my story can help other people overcome their addiction to alcohol and drugs, for that matter. I'm no saint. I've done my fair share of drugs in the past, and it's debilitating what the grip. Thank you so much, Loretta. And it's hard to put into words the grip that drugs and alcohol holds on a person. You think you think you can't live without it. You wake up in the morning. There is no such thing as a functioning alcoholic, in my opinion. A lot of people will argue with me on that, and I understand that, and I get that. I used to be on that side of the coin. I fully believed I was a functioning alcoholic. As I woke up, I went to work, I functioned just fine throughout the day. I didn't think anything was wrong. I'd get home and return immediately to the bottle. All day I was thinking about alcohol. Yes, I was at work. It didn't impair my work, but maybe it didn't, and I didn't notice it. And when I got home, I couldn't get to the drink fast enough. Thank you for the party emojis there. I appreciate that. And so it came to a point one day at work. It is a hard thing to overcome, and thank you. I appreciate that. I was at work one day, and I was having real bad anxiety this particular day, and it was making my heart hurt. I was having chest pain, so after I got out of work, I took myself to the emergency department in my local hospital. And prior to going there, I called the VA hotline, whether you can talk to a nurse, a telehealth nurse. And no sooner did I get back from no, I was still in the emergency room. I got a call from my nurse, all but begging me to go to my local VA and check myself into a lockdown retreat, to where it really was a hard thing to overcome. And so ultimately I ended up at the local retreat inside the VA hospital. Hello, Tinky Fox. How are you? Talking about my sobriety. I got my 1 month coin tonight, and I was a little emotional over getting that. And so fast forward to now. Now I'm in the RRC, the Residential Recovery Center for Alcoholics. Emmanuel, hello. How are you? I am better, Cameron. I am a lot better because of it. And now I'm nearing my completion of the residential recovery unit, and I feel great. I'm trying to lose weight. That journey's going well. I was put on this medicine. Thank you, Loretta. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Tinky Fox. So I was prescribed this medicine called gabapentin. If any of you out there have had gabapentin or been prescribed gabapentin or are thinking about taking gabapentin, and it's for nerve pain, it's for pain in general, and it's for anxiety. It covers those three areas. But I have a lot of other, not a lot, but I have other medicines. 3051, I worked warehouse. I was working in a warehouse. If you needed the gear, you came and saw me, and I was the supply guy that issued you your quality of life, as I like to call it, gear. So yeah, 3051. I worked in the warehouse, and so I've been dry from the drink for a month now. I got my 1 month coin tonight, and I can't tell you how ecstatic I am about receiving that coin. Again, for those who didn't see it, it's not about the coin, it's about what the coin represents. And it represents so much more to me than just having this coin. But this is something tangible. If I ever forget, I can grab this coin and be quickly reminded of why I became sober, what I became sober for. And I became sober because I want to live longer, right? And part of that, you also have to have good health. And I was talking about the gabapentin. Please don't take. Now, if it works for you, great, fine. That is your choice, of course. I had a really bad experience with gabapentin. I started putting weight on, but I was eating nothing but fruits, vegetables. I would give myself a cheat day. I was eating fruits, vegetables, fish, chicken, all the lean stuff, no fatty stuff, no pasta, high protein, low carb, and it's the best diet for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but the gabapentin, even with doing that, I started gaining weight. Yesterday, guys, I went skiing. I'm 50 years old in March, and I'm out of shape. I've got some ailments on my body, but because of this program and what being free from the drink has allowed me to do, it's allowed me to do things I haven't been able to do prior. You are 6147 Huey crew. Well, I sure flew on a few Hueys. Also a sober alcoholic. Thank you for sharing that with me, Doom Scroller. I really do appreciate it. And I'm glad I got somebody in here that understands. Well, there's multiple people that understand what the struggle is to become dry from the drink, as I like to say. And I definitely did a lot of flying on some choppers. I was in from 1995 to 2003. A big portion of my time was, I was abroad as well. I served at Quantico. I served at Lejeune. I served Okinawa. I'm forgetting some. It's been so long ago, but those were the big three right there. I was deployed once. But yeah, so 95 to 03. And Uretta, thank you for joining. Really appreciate the love and support. Have a blessed evening. Pay it forward and always be kind. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Courtman Muse, signing you out, as you were. And so being free from the alcohol, thank you. Thank you, Mason. I appreciate that very, very much. It's very kind words. But being dry from the drink and being free from alcohol, if I can, impart on any of you some of the things I've learned, I'll gladly do that. Drink a lot of water now, and this isn't vodka. It's pure H2O, the best stuff on the planet. Hoorah! There you go. I gave you one. Yeah, and so I can't wait to get home. I'm going home soon. I was in here for Christmas and New Year's. I was in here for the holidays, and I FaceTime my girlfriend and our son, but it's different. I'm sure it's gonna be emotional when I get back home. Yes, it's the same bottle, Cameron. Still using it. Like I said, pure good old fashioned H2O. I like the fresh spring water falling off the mountain. That's the best. But close second is whatever's available, I guess. Fiji water is pretty good. If I had to pick up my favorite bottled water, it would probably be It is Fiji. Fiji makes some really good water. I mean, I don't know how you make water. I guess that's how you filter it and all that. The filtration of the water is what makes it so tasty, I suppose. The hardest part about, I'll do the hardest part. The hardest part about being sober, well, in the moment, right? You don't, well, okay, no, I take that back. The hardest part is waiting until your next drink, because your mind is wrapped around, boy, when I get out of work, I'm going to go to the gas station. I'm going to grab a 6-pack or a bottle or whatever your drug of poison was or is. I would already have that preconceived notion that once I left work, it was all over, literally, but the crying. And what I mean by that, I already made the decision in my head that I was going to buy some alcohol. It was just when I finally got to the gas station, it was just me going through the motions of buying that alcohol. And the best part of being sober, the list is endless. Obviously, right off the rip, better health, mental clarity, sleep is better. Wow, Manchester, England, JD 2022. I see you there. I am so glad. I'm amazed that I'm reaching England. That is absolutely amazing. Please subscribe to my channel as it helps us both grow. Thank you for the hearts. Wow. Please share with your friends. I agree with you, Cameron. Yeah, it's got to be down to the filtration and how it's filtered and all that. Thank you so much, JD 2022. Share with your friends, please. Get the word out there in England. I would be honored and I am honored that you found me and subscribed. I would be further honored if you would get some of your mates over there in England to also subscribe. Oh, thank you, Doom Scroller. It has gotten a little. I'm only in my first month, and I haven't been home yet. I know, right, Cameron? I made it to England. Thank you so much. You really, JD 2022. You all make my night whenever I'm on. But that just, along with getting my 1 month dry from alcohol coin, I got that in my AA meeting tonight. It was 1 month free from alcohol. Really do appreciate JD 2022. But man, that's exciting news. Oh my God. I don't know if that means I'm made or if I don't know what that means, but it's pretty special to me. So thank you so much. And yeah, the alcohol, that's why I came on tonight, because I wanted to share with people that if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's not. It's a painted aluminum. It's nothing fancy. It's a painted aluminum coin etched with, on it says, "To thine own self be true." And around the 1 month symbol, it says unity, service. Sorry, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Unity, service, and recovery. Yeah, it's basically painted aluminum. I would love see, in the military, they give us these coins. If you did something special or you're attached to a special unit, and each unit in the military has their own coin. And I unfortunately wasn't too aware of that. I thought the only time you got a coin is when you met the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps or the Commandant of the Marine Corps, or Secretary of Defense or President of the United States. I thought those were the only times you got coins. I didn't know each battalion made their own coin. But be that as it may, those are the coins I'm used to. They're thick, they're hard, they're made of brass, and some of them are silver and gold even. Stephen Park, thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. That is amazing. Yeah, I have worked really hard to become sober, and I cannot wait to see my family. And I promise to you, and I've already promised to my family, I promise to you, all of my listeners and watchers, you are wow, British Army. That's odd. You were guys. Excuse my French for a second. You guys are some tough sons of bitches. That's right. You guys are amazing. I think, and the Marine Corps is a direct descendant of the British Royal Marines. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yes, we were born in Philadelphia, Tun Tavern, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Uh, Presley O'Bannon, and so yeah, they are some tough cookies. My hat's off to you, sir. There you are. Thanks for your service. Uh, Golly, nice. Wow. I say I only did 11, but yes, they are, Doom Scroller. I always wanted to be able to go over to the UK and train with the British Royal Marines. That never came to be, but if anybody out there, if you JD 2022, if you know anybody that did serve, I would willingly go offline, exchange physical address so we can kind of do like a pen pal. That would be amazing. If somehow you don't mind agreeing to that, I would love to correspond with you through the mail. I've been trying to do that with a few others. I've got some people from New Zealand I'm trying to get connected with. Yeah, I'd love to see a tour of your barracks. Now, are you still in, or are you done with your 22 years? Or is this your 22nd year? But yeah, I've always wanted to go to the UK and visit some of their training sites, some of their memorial sites. We have in the United States, we do have a lot of, you got the wall in Washington D.C., you got the monument to Lincoln. Well, if you're still training recruits and you're doing it as what we call a civilian in the United States, you're still serving your country, man. Oh, you're preparing them. I got it. That's amazing. Oh, again, a salute to you, sir, for that. Hats off to you. And that is something I've always loved to do, but I can't do that until I lose some fluff. I got to get rid of the fluff to do that stuff. Yes, cadets. That's amazing. I would love to be able to do a joint training mission. I'd even shave off the beard. I got to lose the fluff. And once I lose the fluff and I'm able to get back in my uniform, I would be all hands on deck to do a mission like that with you, sir. And so, alcohol free, let's go, right? I am so excited. 1 month free from alcohol. I appreciate that. There is some muscle under this facade. I can hold my own in a bar fight. Yes, Cameron, I do have TikTok. Is that where you're thinking maybe I should swap physical addresses with people? Again, if to Cameron's point, if you guys want to look me up over on TikTok, you just type in my name. Type in my last name, or it's JMeuse, JMeuse, and there's numbers after it. But you type that up, and you should be able to find me. Okay. So JD 2022, if you have a TikTok, we can privately message over on TikTok. And that way I can give you my address. And that way I can start sending letters and whatnot. Maybe some trinkets from the United States, maybe that you don't have. And we could swap back and forth like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, JD 2022. Yes, on TikTok. I believe I've only had it for a few months. I believe it's JMEUSE, and it's like a 8 or is a number 8 after it. I'm sorry, I don't have it memorized. I'll be prepared next time. I apologize. I failed this inspection. I will be ready for the next one. But yes, thank you for the hearts. I if you can't tell, I know you guys don't really know me on the personal side, but I wish I could express to you how happy I am about making this milestone. It's if you give me a second, I think I'll go look at. I can. Yeah, I can. There. So you can look me up on TikTok. All right, I'm back. Can everybody see me? Sorry, I had to click away for a second. I appreciate that, Cameron. Good of a job at doing the channel or losing weight or being dry from the drink. All right, cool. All right. So my TikTok handle, if that's what it's called, I use handle because I used to play around with a CB or a ham radio when I was a kid. It's at MEUSE. I'll just type it in. No, I can't. So it's at MEUSE BXF8I9. Again, the at symbol, Mike, Echo, Uniform, Sierra, Echo, Bravo, X, Fox, the number 8, Indigo, the number 9. Yes, that would be the one. Yes, sir. So JD 2022 was kind enough to put that up in the comments. For all of those who are watching, that is my TikTok handle. You can look me up. And if any of who were on here tonight want to exchange, if you'd like to, we can do that. Cameron, I'd like to do that with you along with JD 2022. I'd like to do that. Perfect, Cameron. Thank you. I'll respond as soon as I'm done with this live. Can't wait to send you out my first letter. Thanks to my YouTube channel. Well, technically, thanks to my TikTok channel. You guys are amazing. I really, really do appreciate the support. And again, as I stated or started to allude to earlier, another reason I started my YouTube channel is to tell my story. And now that I am actually dry from the drink, dry from alcohol, I'm more equipped to be a positive influence on people's life. All right, JD 2022, thank you so much. Again, I give you a salute, sir, from one Marine to an Army stud over in the UK. You rock on, sir. I'll give you a fist pump. There it is. I look forward to speaking with you as well. Thank you for the kind words. And yes, I look forward to chatting very, very soon with you. I will do my best to stay positive, and I will keep smiling. I can't help myself tonight. Yes, I really do feel great. Thank you so much for checking in. I know you probably got to get to sleep. So JD 2022, until next time, rest easy, brother. So yeah, there you have it. I've been alcohol-free for a month. Don't need it. Don't want it. Not gonna do it anymore. My girlfriend is so afraid when I get home. Take much care, much love to you as well. Yes, sir. Right back at you tenfold. My girlfriend keeps saying, oh, you're not, well, she's not being negative, but she's one who believes in actions speak louder than words. I totally get that. And I'll tell you a story about, just because of what I just said. So I was coming back home from Japan. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. I was coming home from Japan, and I was reporting to my next duty station at Quantico, the Marine base on Quantico. And I just happened to be going to probably the most important duty station or battalion on that base, or at least in my opinion anyway. All battalions had served an immense purpose in the Marine Corps. But I'm a little jaded. I am I'm proud of this. I went to Marine Security Guard Battalion, and at that battalion, we train Marines to go to become Marine security guards and go to whatever United States embassy abroad, whether it be in Poland, Russia, China, the UK, South America, wherever it was. Hello, LH21515. How are you today? I see you. I'm just giving a little story right here. So I was on my way back, and I was given a permanent change of duty station, or as we say in the military, PCSing, permanent change of station. I was PCSing from Japan to Quantico, Virginia, and I was going to be attached to Marine Security Guard Battalion. Again, we train the Marines to become security guards for the U.S. embassies around the world. And there are it's an endless job, probably a thankless job. But my point is, bringing that up, I reported to the unit. Boy, I thought I was straight off the surfboard in Hawaii. I had a Hawaiian hula shirt on with some weird board shorts, some Nikes and some sort of ball cap. I don't know what I was thinking. I never was in so much trouble as I was that particular day. I was early on in my career as a Marine, and I will never forget that day. Let me just say, there was spit flying. It was amazing, and I never reported to another duty station out of uniform ever again, thanks to that moment in my career. So therein lies seeing is believing. So if you PCS to a new duty station and you're out of uniform, you get labeled as the shitbag. This guy thinks he knows what's up. This guy thinks he's got the Marine Corps licked. Boy, did I get hot and sweaty on numerous occasions because of that stupidity I had showing up in a hula shirt and boxer shorts. And so I never did that again. But the message I'm trying to send is, my girlfriend is one of seeing is believing. So I can sing the sweetest song to her. All right, yeah, Cameron, I look forward to your message. I'll see you over there. I'll respond to your message as soon as I get off this live, and then we'll hit the ground running from there. And let's have some fun with this. It's going to be a lot of fun. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for signing on, Cameron. You have a good night, and we'll see you next time. I'll give you a salute and a hats off, sir. Be well tonight. Get some rest, and we'll see you. We'll see you the next time. Awesome. Thank you. So with that, I think that unless anybody has any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. I do have some stuff I have to get done on the computer. You guys are great. You guys are the reason I do this. I want to tell my story. That's another thing I forgot to say. So one more minute. I want to use this platform to tell my story in the military, just pure life experiences. Checking myself into a residential recovery unit to become abstinent from alcohol. That is the biggest deal. And I just want to share my story with other people. And not for the fact that I can do it. I'm not saying if I can do it, you can do it. I'm just saying I did it. So let me help you see if you can do it. And that's what I want. I think that's what the Lord has put on my heart. God is telling me to use this platform and the one over on TikTok to really connect with the people that need help, with the people that might be downtrodden and kind of steered off the beaten path. It is my hope. It is an amazing unit. I did not serve in the MARSOC, but it is a very prestigious unit. Yes, it is. And are you in Russia? Am I talking to you in Russia or German? Russia? I can't. I'm not familiar with the language. Russia, or I think it's Russia, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I reached the UK just a little while ago on this live chat, and that would be amazing if I could reach. Paul Miller, how are you, sir? Thank you for checking in. Well, sometimes I don't wipe it all. I just let it rip and I go. You know, if I'm busy, I got things to do, and God will take care of the rest. So if you don't like how I'm talking, then sign yourself out. If you want to stay, that's great too. Are you in? Well, what I mean is, are you in Russia right now? NTZ Claw. I see it. I'm all right. How are you? Ferris 1952. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was just talking for the guys just joining in. I was talking about how I've become alcohol free for 1 full month. 1 full month. I'm good. Yeah, nice to see you. If you're in here or if you're in the queue right now, help us both out and go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't just do me good, it does you good as well. So it helps us both when you subscribe. So if you could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, NTZ. I appreciate that. It's been a long journey, you know, and it's been tough. But I was telling the folks earlier, you know, the AA meeting that I went to a month ago, they recognized that I was, 24 hours sober. That's what the 24 is on the coin. It recognizes 24 hours sober. Wow, that is amazing. So apparently you speak fluent English. That would be amazing. If you want to check out my TikTok, I'd love to connect with you privately. That would be amazing. I can't believe I'm reaching Russia. This is amazing. Senator, happy Easter. Well, if it's Easter where you come from, I give you a salute. Thank you for that, NTZ. So the first coin I showed you was 24 hours. This one is for 1 month. And it's not about the coin, it's just what the coin represents. Again, my friend from Russia, check out, if you scroll up in the comments, you'll see, not too far up, you'll see my TikTok handle. Privately message me. I'd like to connect with you on the side. That would be amazing. I'm going to be doing that with somebody from the UK and now hopefully you. So private message me on my TikTok handle. It's at MEUSEB as in boy, X, F as in fire truck, 8I9. You can scroll up in the comments and see my handle there, and I'll try to get. I will message you back. I'd like to connect with you, coming from Russia. So, yeah, this has been an amazing. Oh, appreciate that. Maybe there'll be a way I can privately message you on YouTube. I don't know of it right now, but if I can figure it out, I'll figure it out. Let's see. Maybe I can. So yeah, I'm talking about my sobriety and what a long road that's been. And so I really hope I can tell my story to people that need help, people that need guidance. I've only been dry from the drink for about a month, or exactly a month. I'm thinking that I can tell my story to people and help connect with people that need hope, people that need, a smile, people that need to preach the word of God, whatever it is, however I can help. I want to tell my story to show people that it can be done if you're suffering from alcoholism and you're finding it hard to get. I'm talking about alcoholism and how I've become dry from the drink, free from alcohol. Today is my 1 month. I know it's a short anniversary, but either way, I'm 1 month free from alcohol. That's the coin I got in the AA meeting tonight. It's again